Hello, how's everybody doing? It's Chris and I'm back today, and this episode is going to be about how to make your combat record stats go up, and this is really how you're based on in the game. And if you have a decent combat record, then it shows that you're a decent player, but different aspects of your combat record really try to stick out. And there's one main thing which I'm going to talk about in this video, which is how I base players if they're good at the game, and that is score per minute. And if your score per minute is good, then I base you as a decent player, because you're not one of those camping people who has a 100 score per minute in the match, 200 to 100 score per minute in the actual game, camping at the back of the map, but with a 5 KD or something. That isn't skill. I don't know anyone who can't do that. Literally, it's genuinely easy. And just a quick note on the gameplay. This is a very, very, very old gameplay. It's not too great. 39.1, not amazing. So it's just on my hard drive. Had to use it up. Perfect size for my video. So that's over and done with talking about the gameplay. So that, just ignore that. Well, watch it, but it's just like commentary is more important. You know what I mean. But firstly, how to get your combat record stats up. The main ones that I look at, as I already said, is score per minute and win-loss ratio. Firstly, if you want to get your win-loss ratio, there's one simple, easy way to get your win-loss ratio up. Play objective game modes like domination and hardpoint, but run in a 5 or 6 man party or 4 man party, dependent on the thing. That's the actual best way to get your combat record stats up in win-loss ratio, just because if you have a decent few teammates, you're not going to have randomers who are going to be doing like stupid things, and make sure they have a mic or something so that they're able to actually communicate with each other. So that's actually really, really important, having a mic, and I'm pretty sure most people have a mic, because nearly everyone I run into these days has a mic, and they don't cost too much. So mic is probably one of the most important things about having like teamwork and keeping your team in order. As you see here, I didn't capture like C or whatever because my team was like, there's no need, because we want to have a decent longish game. But the best part of your combat record stats for me is going to be score per minute, and there is I reckon there's about 2 or 3 ways which you can easily get your score per minute up. Firstly, I really would recommend playing hardpoint, domination, or ground war. These 3 game modes are the key, or actually, in fact, kill confirmed is one of the biggest ones. Those 3 are the key ones to get your score per minute up, because they're reasonably long matches. You're able to use your kill streaks, and they do quite a bit of damage, admittedly. And the domination, if you're capturing, you get 200 points, so you're able to get your kill streaks faster, and also you're able to get extra points, like double the points for capturing objectives and things like that. I want to say headquarters, but I'm not a massive fan of headquarters, to be fair, just because it's not my favourite game mode, and I've barely even played it in the Black Ops 2, and I've only got like a 2.5 KD in it, so I'm not a massive fan of headquarters. So that's basically why I haven't said headquarters. So if you're wondering about headquarters, then if you're a reasonably good player at it, then I would continue playing it, just because I'm not the best player at headquarters. I seem to die every single time I capture the headquarters really early on. So that's really annoying for me. That's the only reason I don't play it. And hardpoint is literally the same as headquarters, except you stay alive, and you don't have a certain time to take the hardpoint. So that's why I play hardpoint quite a bit. Also, to get your score per minute up, there's also another really good tip. I know Woody's Game Attack and things was saying get your score up on how to level up really fast by playing things like gun game and party games. But if you want to have decent combat record stats, and if you play a lot of party games, and you might be wondering, what is my score per minute doing? And the reason is you're getting 10 points per kill in party games. 10 points. It's 100 points for a kill in most other game modes, and sometimes 200 if you're capturing. That is why you get like a 50 score per minute in each game, and that wrecks your score per minute so badly. So in my case, I don't really play party games. It's a good way of leveling up, but I'll level up anyway. I'll level up reasonably fast, so I don't really need party games to help me. It's just for those kind of inexperienced players who need to level up reasonably quick, and that's the only reason why I tend not to play in party game modes. And I've seen a lot of YouTubers upload party games, but that absolutely wrecks score per minute. And getting on to KD, I do not measure a player on KD. Of course, if you've got 2 KD with a 500 score per minute, then you're a really good, decent player. So in some sense, if you have like a 0.7 KD but with a 400 score per minute, that shows you're not the greatest at the game, but you play the objective like a boss, and you're not one like Fearcrads and me and Laptop and others who just go for the kills and kill whore. But I play the objective. I do play the objective a lot of the time. See, we're triple capping here, but that's the main reason there was only 2 people. But you'll see me in a lot of domination games just running straight to B, because you get 200 points and it gets my kill streaks quicker. So that's kind of playing the objective, and then kind of helping my team with my kill streaks, making sure that the enemy team don't get the objective. So that's kind of, well, this game has really helped me play the objective, because you probably would have seen Modern Warfare 3, I didn't play the objective because I mostly played Team Deathmatch. But the only time I ever played the objective in Modern Warfare 3 is when I was doing a clan operation like on Domination. But that wrecked my stats, that did, except my score per minute and things like that. That kind of wrecked it, though, my KD and things. But going back onto the topic of KDs, you see some people with 4 KDs and a 250 score per minute. Now, do you base a player on their KD? Automatically your first thought is to go on and have a look at their KD, and then you'll see like a 4 KD, and then you literally crap your pants, and then you go on to their score per minute, 100 score per minute. Now, these players who have like 100 score per minute tend to be the most annoying players to come up against. Their tryhards who try hard all the time to not wreck their KD, and their KD is the most precious thing to them in their whole entire life. And yes, I do want a high KD. That's because, but I've got the stats and score per minute to back myself up, saying that I'm a decent player. Decent player doesn't mean playing in like 1 minute or playing a minute of a game and then backing out because you're doing like 1 and 4. No, that's not how you want to do it. And I respect Treyarch for doing like what they've done, where if you back out of tons and tons of games, then you get banned for a certain amount of days. So hats off to Treyarch there. That's a good idea, admittedly. I really do like that idea. But another way to get your score per minute up is getting like, well, it's like the kill streaks setup. Sometimes kill streaks, when you're playing on like objective-based game modes, like high kill streaks can get you a lot of like points. But if you're playing on ground war and things like that, then if you're playing on a map which isn't too great, then I personally would recommend running UAV or counter UAV orbital and EMP, or counter UAV or UAV counter UAV orbital, or counter UAV Guardian orbital, and all those different combinations which get you a ton of assist points. So if you're running counter UAV orbital EMP, then you are able to get 30 points every time someone gets killed, and that is an absolute ton, because if you think about it, 3 kills, that's already 100 points. That's an equivalent to a kill on like Team Deathmatch and Domination. So that is absolutely brilliant for like your score per minute, and it helps your score per minute go up so fast. I fully recommend you doing that. And with also score per minutes, there's like classes to use. You tend to have to use a rushing class if you're going to have a high score per minute. So that's literally the main reason for having a high score per minute, having a rushing class, not sitting like back trying to let the enemies come to you. You have to rush the enemies and have quick reactions. That's also another good thing. That's just something you learn over the period of playing Call of Duty, and also just tone in your reactions and you'll be a much better Call of Duty player, as I have also said in a number of Call of Duty videos in the past. But I hope you enjoyed this like commentary. It's a very like highly requested commentary. I've heard a few people like, how do you get your stats so high and things like that, and they are my main tips on getting my stats high. Make sure you don't go for KD. Well, go for KD in the process, but go for score per minute. That's the main thing. That's how I judge a player. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later. Peace.